Twitch chat. I think we play captain. Oh, this is a lot stronger than it used to be. Okay. Hello, great Scanardo and Swowo, and Oldman Biff and Squabble, and 7 deadly sins, and Nagari Nate and Banana observed in Dujaks. Just kill everything with SMGs, right? Although, if I want to stay on low number of weapons early, we could go Ghost Axes, maybe. How much do I know about the new DLC content? Not everything, but a lot of things. Don't know how to succinctly answer that question. Very big question. Hey, so AP4K0 null. No harvesting. Do you love a thief dagger? Oh, I do love a thief dagger. On a scale of baked to mash, how is your brain today, chat? I'm doing pretty well. Just sent a very pointed email. Someone reached out to me asking if they could pay me to run a charity stream, and I was like, how are you disclosing to people that a charity stream like that is paid? What a fascinating idea. Have you considered that it sounds illegal? Hey, Linkyg, how are you? Hey, Spaniard teacher. .60 range isn't awful. I'll just take the luck. Well, that's all. Thanks so much for 3 years. Hope you're doing well. I kind of feel like this character might have been buffed to the point where it just wins. I don't know. We'll see. How hard should the maximum difficulty of this game be? Should you just win every time? Maybe you should. Do I want a pocket factory? It doesn't scale off damage percent? Probably no. Got him, Ghost Scepter. I don't know if I meant to have a Ghost Scepter right now. Honestly, just really like Ghost Scepters. Also, it does feel like a character where you're stronger at the start of the run than toward the end of the run. So Ghost Weapons should be good. That is the situation in which Ghost Weapons are good. 18% speed, LOL. Plus, the thing where you want to combine your weapons early is actually kind of good for Ghost Weapons. Paul, thanks for the 41 months! Hey, Root. Low error. Which character is this? This is Captain. Another 18% dodge? Sure. I don't know how picky I should be with exactly which level ups I'm taking. Possible that I should be more picky than I am. You need sleep. Why am I going live? Well, for starters, it isn't even 4 PM yet. So... But also... because I wanted to, I think. Some attack speed. Man, I don't want to be that fast. Okay. I have one of every ghost axe. Give me one more. Thank you. How's this stuff doing? It's doing. Stats are more useful to build into for new players. I think one of the simplest ways to win is to build 6 SMGs and take like 20 flat ranged damage and then take some attack speed and damage %. It is obviously capable of being optimized, but if you just do that, honestly, you shouldn't even get hit very often, because, like, you'll just kill everything everywhere. You can take, like, enough health to survive a few hits and a bit of armor. Some sort of sustain. There are lots of different ways to get sustain. Having a bit of speed to help you dodge is a pretty big deal. Sure. Bit nuanced because SMGs have this power valley in the middle of the game where they kind of suck before their scaling pops off. I think that's maybe true on Danger 5, but it was answering about, like, a new player experience of the game. I don't know if this singular blue ghost shiv is ever going to do anything, but I have it. This is wave 9. In theory, there should be a lot of things for it to kill. Not sure SMGs do have a power trough, also. You might be building them wrong. Did you do the thing that I said you should do? What's my take on jerky? Do not typically pick it up. Small magazine's okay. This is fine. Bit of range? I don't want the minus attack speed though. Power generator feels very expensive, but maybe it's fine to buy it instead of rolling. Like, at least it's saving me the money I would be rolling for. Yeah, Captain gets double stats on level up. But to make up for it, the enemies get stronger, and I get fewer level ups, kind of. It's a bit complicated. I get more experience for every empty weapon slot I have, but my level ups cost more. So at the start I actually get more level ups. Well, do I? Maybe. Kind of. I certainly get more stats from level ups at the start. I do enjoy the sound of ghost weapons statting up, and I have gotten to enjoy that sound so many times in this run so far. How are we doing? 19 there, 69 there, 7 there. Nice. Alright, this is an elite wave. Try not to die. I have not really worked out how to kill this one when I'm not super strong. So I guess my attempt not to die will involve running away a lot. I wonder how my single target damage actually is. Like, I'm kind of one-shotting everything with ghost axes. You know what I did like a long time ago and haven't looked at since? Is I looked at what the like cost of different stats was if you bought them with materials versus if you took them on level up. And I feel like I might have decided that I'm gonna take these. Should I try to get more speed first? I think 13 is enough. I feel like I decided that armor was really good to take on level up. Like, it was expensive to buy in the shop compared to what it costs to take it on level up. That elite seems hard to melee. Yeah, I haven't worked out how to kill it yet. My speed above cap still goes into power generator, sure, but damage percent is not like a stat for me. I have 2 red ghost axes, like, just doesn't... I have reached a point of significant diminishing returns on that stat. At the moment, if I want to improve my damage, some flat damage is really good. Some attack speed is really good. And then probably crit chance is better than damage percent, even though my weapons aren't incredible crit weapons and I don't have any other crit items. Yeah, okay. So I don't really care that much about my experience anymore. Captain is not apparent in the wiki. What is the character gimmick? I already said it like 3 times this round and I don't want to anymore. Level ups are weird. You don't get as many of them, but they give you more stats, mostly. And the enemies get stronger. One of the things about how experience scales means that it takes more experience to level up, less impactful than it seems. I'm always hesitant to, like, agree that stuff like that is true when people say it. Less impactful than it seems. What you're trying to say is that doubling the cost of level ups doesn't have how many level ups you get. Which is true. I will take jerky this time. Sure, let's take some chance. If each level has more stats, you want to be more aggressive about re-rolling them. Is the DLC very hard, or are you just bad? It feels more bullet helly than the original map. I think the DLC map is a bit harder, yeah. I do think that some of that is probably that you're used to the enemies on the original map, so with a bit of practice, I do think it gets quite a bit easier. But certainly when you're starting out and you don't know what the enemies do yet, yeah, it's definitely much harder. And even once you work out the enemies, I think this map is still harder. Probably. I don't know, I haven't played the original map for a while. The original map has some pretty tough stuff on it. It's such a hard thing to judge too, because you have to think about like every single elite. Like on the original map, there are like 2 elites that in particular kill a lot of my runs, and I don't know if I know enough about this map to be making statements about that level of granularity, you know? This is actually not terrible here. Is it good? Not really. It's not terrible either. I don't have a structure. I am not gonna buy it. Simply get another goblet. Yeah, that seems better. DLC map requires that you be more aggressive about clearing priority enemies. I think that is generally true, yeah. I do also, though, think that once you get better at dodging the enemies that spawn, stopping the enemies from spawning is less of a big deal. Ghost weapon horde wave here. Oh. 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 Well, that is quite gorgeous. Alright. Seem to be vaguely invincible. I guess I didn't need another 18% dodge. I thought I was at like 40. Apparently I was at 55. I must have taken a level up earlier that I forgot about. So many stats. Somebody could look at how much damage percent I just gained that wave. The axes are coming up on 100 each. Iselina! Certainly feels like we buffed this character too much to me. I wonder how much more balance changes are intended. How many more balance changes are intended? How much more balancing work is going to be done? I don't know. Whatever. Am I playing a relatively final version, or are we going to see, like, massive changes to balance still? Which hero is this? This is Captain. I'd rather have 2 armor than whatever attack speed that's giving me. I'd take luck, because I didn't feel like rerolling. I can't buy Not because I need to make my Ghost Scepter red. It's very important to me. I already had Toxic Sludge. It's not. I have sure gotten hit by everything so far. Oi. You like fighting the DLC bosses significantly more than the Crash Zone bosses? I think there are hits and misses for both for me. I think I feel about the same about the 2 zones in terms of like elite interest or challenge, or I don't know. Some of them are definitely walk in a circle. Oh. Oh, this done so well for me. Feels kind of bad. Nail came back? Sure. DLC bosses tend to do attacks in bursts. Not true? Blobfish looks so smug. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Imagine if there was mode that mixed together different waves from different maps, or it was random. Could be fun. Or you could choose even. Could be fun too. Let's go for it. Weird ghost me. Usually, I go into 4 Ghost Scepters toward the end of a run with ghost weapons, because usually I feel like I am just shooting everything to death before it gets to me anyway. But I'm not feeling that right now. I guess if I had 4 Ghost Scepters, I would be killing everything before it got to me, probably. Certainly close. The wet arm is very different now, yeah. I feel like that change was made before the DLC came out, although I don't remember exactly when. Well, all the enemies appear to be dying. Wisdom? It's hard to care about any item right now. What thing could I buy that would matter? I don't have Giant's Belt unlocked, huh? Ooh, that one's okay. This one's fine, this one's fine. Isn't Robot Arm good for me with Nail? Well, it works like the run's over. It costs a bunch of money and it does something once per wave, and there were 2 waves left. Maybe I should unlock Giant Spell. Certainly doesn't feel like the biggest deal, I guess. Alright, Captain. I've unlocked Captain's Sword. Agnes is probably a pretty good item. I don't think the plus 25 damage for every free weapon slot you have matters very much. I think the scaling off of Curse is more the thing. Capitan. I have like 2 hours I can stream today. Starting from now, 2 more hours. Expectation setting for y'all. I'm going to trivia. Anybody know any trivia? What should I know about? What will they ask me about tonight? What's new in the news, but not so grim that they wouldn't ask it at a fun evening out. Ghost weapons strong enough on the 60% / 2%. What do you think of the Barca Real Madrid game? It was fun. I enjoyed watching it. I don't know if I had like more thoughts than that. Spain is flooding. It sounds bad. What's the 20% scaling Captain's Horde has? I don't know. Have I done all the crit characters? I think I might have. Let's do Mutant now then. What's the eye patch character about? Buccaneer. I don't really understand this character. Like, I mean, I can read what it says, but I don't really know how you're meant to build the character in a way that doesn't make the elite waves much harder than everything else. But maybe the elite waves are just meant to be much harder than everything else. I don't know. We'll just go SMGs on Mutant, I think. Did I find Ogre fun? Oh my god, so much fun. I also really enjoyed, was it Dwarf? The one who gets engineering for killing 6 enemies in one swing? That was really fun. Oh, the 20% was from Nail, yeah. Yeah, it's looking at my character's stats when it gives you all that information. I don't really want HP regen. That's much better. Why are rerolls so cheap? I thought rerolls started at costing 2. The Unicode character is called Angzar. Nobody's quite sure what it is, what it means, or why it's in Unicode. The monosyllabic capitals of the world are Minsk, Rome, Seoul, Bern, and Prague. The capitals begin with the letter Quiz. You spelled quiz wrong. Are Quito, Islamabad, Ulaanbaatar, and Zagreb. Alright, I have already forgotten that. Thank you, though. Absolutely already forgot. Quito, Ulaanbaatar. Nope. And Zagreb. I did not transition to a normal melee character with Ogre. I thought I would have to, but then, like, I very much didn't. What's the drawback to this character? Items cost a lot more. Ooh. Ooh. Level ups. Is Brotato the loop hero of twin stick shooters? Possible. How's everything? The 89 months! Apparently you can be subscribed to the channel for 89 months now. That's kind of wild. How many years is that? 2? 3? Probably 3. Been doing this for a while. Ooh, double crate. I've reached level 10 before wave 6. That's my last unlock done. I'll take the cheap reroll. I'd really love more guns. The build do I wish was stronger / more viable? I think where my brain tends to go is wishing that things were weaker, actually. Generally, the stuff I enjoy the most is the stuff that changes how you're meant to move. Which, like, makes sense, because the only thing you really do in this game is move, right? Our next setting's still 40 months. Shocked I like this Call of Duty clone. So I like Soldier a lot then. I appreciate the concept of Soldier. The execution is lacking. If Soldier actually stopped attacking for a second every time you moved, it would be a very different character. It wouldn't be a great character, but at least I wouldn't hate it as much as I do. I actually kind of think that Builder is what Soldier is meant to be if you're trying to make a fun character. I wouldn't say that Builder is very fun, I just think, like, if you're starting with the concept of someone who kind of stands still and is really good at shooting, the sensible place to go with that is Builder. Ooh, double scar. So many level ups. That's kind of fun. Wave 6 Vigilante ring. Yeah, let's do it. It's very expensive. Streamer is also kind of what Soldier could be. Yeah. Yeah, actually, Streamer is probably an example of how to actually make the character fun. 5 seconds of movement and 5 seconds of attack. That could be fun. I mean, I had to think about it before deciding what it would be like. I still haven't, I don't know, but that would definitely be like a thing you could play and find out. Yes, that does seem better than Soldier, but also anything seems better than Soldier, so. Am I unjustly mean to Soldier? No, I don't think so. I think it's deserved. Alright, I almost finished building 6 weapons. We're only up to wave 8 so far. Last time I did a lifesteal build. A lifesteal build. So lifesteal is one of the ways you can sustain. I would say that I sustain using lifesteal like 20 to 30% of the time, maybe? Probably closer to 20 than 30. But I don't really know what a lifesteal build would be, because once you get specifically Bloody Hand, you're not going to deal any damage with lifesteal, and the entire game is killing stuff. Ooh, okay. What? That's my goldfish shop. What? I've definitely had some bloody hands. Bloody Hand is a very, very, very strong cursed item. I have a favorite potato to play. I think depending on my mood, Farmer can be very silly. Demon can be a lot of fun. Which one is it who makes the explosions when they pick up the consumables? Glutton? I think that's Glutton. That one can be really fun. In general, though, I like that game because there's so much different stuff, so I'm always playing something new. Well, not new, but you know what I'm saying. Something different from the last thing I played. Oh yeah, Fisherman can be a lot of fun for sure. So many of them are a lot of fun though. And you have a good number of like more vanilla. Like there's nothing super weird about this character, it just slightly changes the evaluations of everything in the game to flex your brain a bit. That's fun too. Like I don't think there's anything super wild about Mutant. It just changes how everything scales in the game a little bit, which can be quite a bit of fun. The base game, like the vanilla game, the game you play with like well-rounded, the like starter potato, is good enough that it's worth like playing characters who mostly just play that game, but change it a little bit. Cowboy! I will take Alien Eyes. Alien Eyes seems appropriate for a mutant run to me. I guess I'll take Red Crit Chance. SMGs do not scale well off Crit Chance. But it was red, so like, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Okay, if I take damage, I'm in a bit of trouble immediately. With speed and SMGs, it's pretty easy not to take damage, though. Because your movement gets to be almost entirely about dodging attacks. It doesn't have to be about actually dealing damage. A little bit, because I'm low range, but for the most part, I just got to move anywhere that would make it so I didn't get hit. I'm posting these on my other YouTube. I think a lot of the stuff is going up on the other YouTube. Yeah, it's usually a bit delayed. I guess I'll take Torture. I have no sustain, right? Like the one big thing that I'm missing is any form of sustain. So Torture works here. It's like a bit late to be taking Harvesting, but I did anyway. I don't know. Tentacle's pretty bad now, I guess. You have the concept of Jack. Jack is just very unpleasant to play for me. I have not tried Jack on the DLC maps yet. Maybe Jack will be more fun on the DLC maps. In the base game map, Jack always felt like a ton of very, very, very easy waves, and then you instantly die if you got the wrong elite. And that just wasn't very much fun. Lots of people say that Jack is easy with laser guns. I don't know why people say that. Maybe you mean Jack is easy with laser guns if you don't get the elites that are hard. I think Jack's easy with like everything if you don't get the elites that are hard. Okay. Awful lot of the options don't do anything anymore now that I have torture. Yeah, Mobster seems pretty cool. I think I've only played like a couple of runs though. So I'm not really in authority yet. And plus 10 is indeed 21. So that 23 months, appreciate it. He's like an SMG character. Oh, there's something so satisfying about shooting SMGs at things. Some armor, some more luck. It's like a bit late for this, but fine. I guess this immediately breaks because of blood donation. Oh wow, I don't have sharp bullet yet. Okay. Yeah, okay. Why does it hit me every time? Oh my god, it hits me every time. It learned how to lead its shots or something. Or maybe the distance between me and it was large enough that I wasn't able to dodge them? I don't know. Anyway, we won. Has the DLC managed to make waves 15 to 20 more interesting? Or is it still GG if you get to that point on most haters? Wave 16 is pretty hard. Wave 18 and 19 can both be hard. I'm playing without random weapon start, which I think makes the game a lot easier. So I'm hesitant to make claims about game balance, I guess, on account of that. Doesn't seem like I cared that I was getting hit every time. I'm kind of strong. I'm a little bit strong. Yeah, I'm tiny metaphorically. Good evening, Jorbs, Jorbinski, Jorbinski. They both say Jorbinski, I think. Maybe. I'm doing well. The weather, it's kind of pretty. I think it's a fairly nice fall day. Like if you're thinking about an ideal fall day, I think this might be kind of close to it. One is Polish and one is not. Gotcha. He's Ambozax. 3 ranged damage. Weird ghost immediately kills me, I believe. This one will be okay. I've seen the Kamala Harris Fortnite map. I have. I also saw the obvious joke that you can make, which is it's about time her campaign got in a video game, since the Trump campaign is already in so many video games, ranging from like Wolfenstein to Call of Duty. It's a pretty good joke. I appreciate a good joke every now and then in this time of need. Am I going to play the Bazaar tomorrow? Isn't that like an NFT game made by somebody who doesn't design games? That has been delayed like 5 years? If I'm wrong, please let me know. But I feel like that's what the Bazaar is. You don't think it's an NFT game? Did they get rid of the NFTs? It's the first time you've heard about NFTs. I didn't start with a lot of interest in the Bazaar. Reynad's rise to fame as a Hearthstone streamer came after he was banned from competing at Magic the Gathering for cheating. And so I have never, like, spent a lot of energy on being interested in anything about him as a human being. And maybe that's cruel of me. Maybe people deserve second chances. I don't know. And then what little interest I had in it disappeared the rest of the way when they decided they were going to put NFTs in it. But it sounds like maybe they changed their mind, which is, you know, unsurprising, because I think everyone was like, yo, this is a terrible idea, what are you doing? How old was he when he cheated? Like 16, talk about holding a grudge. What isn't a grudge? He isn't a part of my life, and when I put people into my life, like I can choose, you know, all of the people in the world, and, a lot of the other ones have done things that make it seem like they're worth me putting them in my life. Anyway. Song of the Soul, how are you? How long does an MTG cheating ban generally last for? His was pretty, like, cut and dry. Goes for like a year or two or something, I don't know. Any characters who are fun with elemental damage? He was never proven to cheat. They were going to deck check him at a sealed deck tournament, and then he went to the bathroom where they found him flushing cards down the toilet. Right? Am I fucking losing my mind? He wasn't proven to cheat? I have Googled it and I am not wrong. You made me feel like I was losing my mind. I haven't proven my side yet either. See, like, like, I don't fucking know. All right. We have beaten Mutant. We've unlocked a baby, not apprentice. I thought that was to unlock apprentice. I guess I already unlocked apprentice. Oh, you only have to reach level 20 to unlock apprentice. Okay. We've also unlocked octopus, which is a great item unless you want to build crit chance, right? Here. So that's why I waited this long to play the Mutant run, because I think I'm mostly done with all the characters who want to build crit. Alright. Let's go for... Let's play an Ogre run. Guess I should also write down the run history, mutants, SMGs. I generally Ogre's a really fun character, by the way. We are going to try to hit things really hard, and then they are going to explode, and that's mostly how the entire run's going to go. I did not Nugatti Knight. They changed Ogre to guarantee 2 Horde waves. Game of the year. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, you gotta go, gentle alien. You can't buy Weird Ghost and Sick anymore. This will vastly increase your sick win rate. Why not? Why not? Feels mean. What if you have like a tardigrade? Unnecessary hand holding. IMO. Do I want landmines? Dunno. If Ogre deals damage greater than or equal to enemy max HP times 2, the enemy explodes. Correct. Can Ogre start Sickle? I don't think so. Oh shit. I thought that was my blue level up. Should not have rolled to begin with. I was right. You found it, but he admitted much later than the current threads you could find. I know I was right. And now you do too. I don't start with the assumption that somebody who competes at strategy games for a living is a good person, and when there's further evidence suggesting that they aren't, I start to like give them a pretty wide berth pretty quickly. Really want attack speed. Mind a broken mouth though. My explosion damage scales off my HP. Oh. Oh. Oh, this character is so good. Kanye West is banned from Yu-Gi-Oh! Until 2057. Sorry, is this true? Is this real? So having crit chance is kind of interesting because if I crit, it gives me more ability to deal double the enemy's health. I don't think I want to start with a tentacle though. Oh, do I want a ghost axe? Probably. Right? Well, no, because it wouldn't get enough kills. We'll just keep going, Cactus Club. This can't be Play-Doh. When will we see more against the storm? I think I have like 30 more potatoes to kill or something. Why is Wave 9 so special? So in the base game, Wave 9 just has very high enemy density. It's lots and lots and lots of low HP small enemies. It's very fun to play. Explosion damage seems like my item. I don't know, maybe we don't bother going for crit chance. Crit chance doesn't make my explosion deal more damage, right? Just makes it so I get an explosion sometimes. The thing I was surprised by the first time I played Ogre is, like, there are actually low HP enemies on pretty much every wave for the entire game. Like, I thought eventually I'd reach a point where I just didn't have low HP enemies to start explosions with, but it never really happens. I watch my YouTube Frosthaven ones, they're much easier to follow than Twitch streams, you got really into them. Nice. Glad you're enjoying them. There need to be like 3 more of me, so I can do all of the things that I want to do with my stream, let alone with like the rest of my life. Kind of want the HP regen. HP regen feels like it would be okay. There's Goblet. I guess Goblet's probably. Goblet's my best possible regen item, actually. We'll just find Goblet. We'll find a broken HP regen item. Or this. This heals us a bit. I don't really want it. Damage to bosses. There are no bosses. Sounds okay. It's a big spear. Did the explosion just crit? I have minus 4% crit chance, so I don't think so. What did you see that made you think it had crit? I think you're seeing my Cactus Club crit. Weapons have a greater than 0 base crit chance sometimes, so even though I have minus 4% crit chance, my Cactus Clubs can still crit sometimes. Oh! It's got 460 range damage on Entrepreneur. That sounds like a run. It definitely sounds like a run. You go into an anchor. Let's head on into anchor. It just deals more damage than Cactus Club does, basically. Ooh. I'm dropping so many frames. And yet my stream is still here. Fascinating. How's the audio? Seems to be back. That was interesting. Yeah, my internet just had a little kerfuffle. Sorry about that. Oh. 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 Yeah, that was one of the moments where the bad connection issue was absolutely on my end. Sorry about that. Hey, Midnight Heart, how are you? Ogre is one of your favorites. is a very satisfying character. Oh, oh, sorry. I don't think I've ever even made that sound before. I played the board game Terraforming Mars. No, but I have been told that it is similar to some other board games I enjoy, but I don't remember which ones they are. Oh! Holy shit. Be kind to people. Thanks to 33 months. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I want 8% speed? Probably. The swing of the clubs is explosively, deceptively large. They're good cactus clubs, Twitch chat. I like having double Clockwork Wasp because it helps out a medical turret if I find one, and I still didn't actually work out how to heal. My strategy to heal right now is to not get hit. Yeah, I'm like one really good healing item away from this being a comfortable run. Good for gardens as well? Sure. Or Pocket Factory? Probably not. A bit expensive. If the enemy is dead, they can't hurt you. But if they're alive, they can. And if they're alive, I have to run at them to make them explode. You see the issue? Grief. Oh my god. Is this a hard wave? Oh my god. Oh my god. Video gaming is the opiate of the masses. There, Goblet. Okay, with Goblet, I should now, like, full heal every second or something. What else is there to do? I don't know. I feel like I just kind of win now. Alright, help me out with trivia more. What other trivia things are there to know? What news item? Haven't been to trivia in like... I think trivia is like a wintertime activity for me, so I haven't been for 6 months or something. I don't remember if this place will like ask questions about current political events or not. I wonder if they've changed their mind because of the election. Duran, thanks for the 75 months. Yeah, I mean, if the devs' goal was to make this game really fun, they did well. That's really all I have to say about it. Is it too late? Probably too late. I'll take another melee damage. Go on this thing? No. Not that thing though. Check the wiki to see who was born / died today in history. They often do some sort of like TV show type of thing. I am not watching TV at all at the moment though. Just another horde wave. Everything I've ever dreamed of. I know that Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. Like the end of the Aztec Empire or the start of the Aztec Empire? The start of it? That's old as shit. How old is Oxford University? I didn't know British people had been reading for that long. Why do I think it was founded in 1066? That's when... No, that's when Henry or William or whoever showed up, right? William the Conqueror, 1066. In like Essex or something. The Norman invasion, yeah. This is my knowledge of British history. I used to play a game called Britannia. It was kind of like a more involved version of Risk, and it followed the invasions of the islands over the course of like... Well, it went from Romans all the way to Normans, I want to say. So probably like 1,000+ years. 1066 is Hastings / Stamford Bridge. I don't need 23 armor, do I? This is an interesting item. Okay. Toddler costume posted in Pets channel. Wonderful. Tanya's a lot of fun. I don't know if I have ever played a game of Britannia from the beginning to the end before in my life. But it is, like, conceptually a lot of fun. Like, I feel like if I did, I would enjoy it. I think it's always hard with, like, multiplayer PvP games that go a long time that don't let a person lose. Because, like, if somebody doesn't know the rules at the start or whatever, and their first 4 or 5 turns get them a long way behind, they're just kind of, like, stuck with the rest of the group for another 4 hours. Hard to be excited about that. You keep trying to get a group to play diplomacy. Do you have people you don't want to be friends with anymore? Huh. I feel like I just picked up the... Oh, it's because I have jerky. So when you pick up the boss consumable, it doesn't immediately heal you, it heals you over time. Right. Britannia only takes like half a day short game. Yeah, I mean... Is it longer or shorter than Axis and Allies? We have gotten a long way away from thinking of trivia questions I'm going to get asked. This is no longer helpful. This is not going to help me win trivia anymore. That's fine. That's fine. You're trying to intuit what upgrades damage when he scales with negative attack speed is so annoying. Just leaving attack speed static is of course the obvious thing to do. Attack speed I think doesn't matter that much. Ooh, I successfully upgraded that. That's kind of huge. Oh, whoops. My bad. It's shorter than a full Axis and Allies game. Axis and Allies I have played a full game of, but it's because it was on my computer. So I could play it without having to actually move all of the pieces, you know? Like the computer did it all for me. Also, I could play it against the computer. I think I mostly liked playing it with me being in charge of everyone, which is kind of weird to think about. Because, like, the sides are fighting against each other, right? I just kind of liked playing it with me controlling everyone and seeing what happened, though, I guess. I was arguably a nerd as a child. Axis takes 4 hours. If you say so. I feel like once people get good at it, they probably know who's won after like 10 minutes. I knew that the word escalate was derived from the word escalator. I think that is wild. Is escalator like a brand name or... Because we have elevator and elevate. And and then we got escalators as well. And now you can escalate things. But yeah, I believe escalator is like a brand name or something. It's not like a word. Well, it is a word, but it's not a word in the way that elevate was a word. A cat has co-authored a physics research paper. I definitely knew about that one. Zephyr is quite prolific. It's a French word. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sure, I'll take some crit chance. We should have won a while ago, really. As long as they don't buy Weird Ghost. Whole lot of stuff on my screen right now. They sure don't make stuff like they used to. Alright. GG! The ogre is done. Cactus Club to make big explosions. Entire run healed with goblins. We've unlocked the mace. It is a heavy medieval weapon which gives lowered attack speed and scales off of negative attack speed. Kind of weird. Authors and historians have offered multiple interpretations of the source of the word escalator, and some degree of misinformation then proliferated. The first 2 turns or so are predetermined in Axis and Allies. And then based on which die rolls happen, do you like just start the game again after you've played them out? How does that work? GG. Is GG or GG more polite or appropriate? I think either works fine. Alright, we're just gonna keep working through unlocking the better items first at this point. I wanted to play Ogre because Ogre is fun, and I figured unlocking a mace is probably completely fine. But I don't actually think many of the DLC items are good. On the other hand, Ritual from Ghost is like fine. Bowler Hat from Entrepreneur is fine, so let's do those two. Let me just send a text about Thingamajig. How do I like the new DLC? Garbage characters, which get inserted due to broken text encoding, are called mojibaki. Mojibaki? I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know what language it is, for starters. And even if I did know what language it was, I still wouldn't know how to pronounce it. Which one's Ghost? That one? Ghost gets more damage with ethereal weapons. We can cap our dodge at 90 instead of 60, and we start with 30 of it. But we get minus 100 armor. It's play Ghost Run. Problem with starting with Ghost Scepter is that you can't actually kill all of Wave 1. Makes it kind of a bad start. However, I want to go only Ghost Scepter Ghost because I haven't for a while and I feel like it should work. I don't know. Mostly the answer. In Geneva, there's a 5K uphill race called the Escalade to commemorate a time when an army tried to invade the city and was driven off by, among other things, a woman dropping a cauldron of soup onto their heads as they climbed the walls. Nice. Ghost weapons get good from curse. I would not be opposed to some cursed ghost weapons, to be sure. Man. Ever play the online MTG game? Probably played several thousand hours of Magic the Gathering Online. I also played on Apprentice and MTG Workstation. Was it MTG Workstation or Magic Workstation? I feel like it was actually Magic Workstation. Flute was there. I am choosing not to acknowledge the existence of Flute for my own sanity. Kind of decks did I play? The ones that were good, for the most part. Have I ever played Age of Empires 2 online PvP? You know, I'm not sure. I have played Age of Empires 2. I think I've played LAN PvP. I don't specifically remember playing it online, but I might have. I played some StarCraft online. It was never like a thing I was big into. Alright, it's more like it. I do kind of want to just be spending money on Ghost Scepters right now. Have I ever played Endless Legend? I think so? That is like... That is a very generic name. Is that an art... what's it called when it's an RTS but it's turn-based? A 4X game? Is that a 4X game? That is a tremendously generic name. I might have. Do I remember lands? I sure do. Brotato has couch co-op. Perfect for a LAN party. Ever played Slay the Spire? I have. Devil's Prodigy thanks the 9 months. Appreciate it. It should be okay to take bait here, I think. I might just immediately die. This might be it for me. Okay, we're not taking 2 of them. It's a 4X game. Yeah, I might have played that. Didn't die yet. Oh, if that hit me, it killed me. From the same series as Endless Space. I feel like I know Endless Space somehow, but I'm not sure why. Actually, we'll take a Lumberjack shirt. I'll take Alien Eyes to get our damage going. Actions are very asymmetrical. Did like a sequel come out semi-recently? Here's the thing. Fantasy 4X is not a space with games that I can distinguish very easily. They're all kind of called the same thing. And the gameplay of all of them is kind of the same. Oh, they made humankind. That's cool. I could really use some attack speed. Sure. Crit chance? Sure. Alright. I have Alien Eyes now. This should deal a not insignificant amount of damage. Those scepters give max HP, yeah. I remember one Fantasy 4X game I played that was, I think, probably Heroes of Might and Magic inspired pretty heavily, where the units were like 5 to an army, and you did have some sort of like control over the fights when you did a fight. I remember another one I played where the armies actually had like heroes leading them and you would control the fights. Like a Heroes of Might and Magic fight. Look. There are a lot of games like this. I don't remember which ones I haven't played. Oh, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 was a very good game. Probably still is a very good game. Oh no, there are more frame drops. That is so rude. So rude, eh? I don't think it's Twitch, I think it's my internet this time. Sorry about that, everyone. Oi, still didn't die. Attack speed. Finally. I need a lot more attack speed than that. Attack speed? So I could go for a Ghost Axe. It would be a very good idea. I want to be stubborn. It probably takes the entire wave to heal how much Sad Tomato hits me for at the start of the wave, huh? We won't do that. I was so excited about my new internet and now it's being bad. Yeah, it's been like okay though. We'll see. It's doing its best. In order to maximize the damage from alien eyes, I want to be in the middle of the map. But being in the middle of the map is a little more dangerous than not being in the middle of the map. It's an interesting situation to find myself in. I get to do that. Gotta take speed, because I will be running away from a horde of aliens this wave. Just take a fucking torch. It's a weird spot, okay? It's a weird spot. This is mostly just 20% damage, I think. I certainly don't often buy a torch to survive the wave. Okay, could have died if I missed some of those dodges, but I got them. What are you supposed to do for Mr. Captain? Should recycle this now. It sure dealt as much damage as all of my other weapons put together. Good stuff. Got this wave. I don't even have 6 guns. Well, we'll see. Torch dealt like 12,000. My Ghost Scepters dealt like 2,000 each. Oh no. I'm not sure I wanted them. This feels fine, honestly. I mean, the last wave was a horde wave, and this isn't, so obviously this wave has fewer enemies. But given that I only even have 5 scepters, I feel like my damage is not that bad. I did also just get 10% attack speed and 20% damage from the shop phase. Alright, damage of some sort. Take attack speed. And attack speed. And a Cyberball. What if a Ghost Scepter? Thank you. Okay. for my next trick, a way to heal. Does negative armor do anything? God, I hope not. Minus 102 armor says we take 87% more damage. It's not that big a deal. Usually our armor would be making us take less damage though, so compared to this time in a regular run, we're probably taking like 2 or 3 times as much damage. Am I not taking 50 per hit? Well, I don't think I've gotten a hit, so I think that helps. A goblet. This is a way to sustain. Unfortunately, I have to fight the elite first. Oh man. Alright, we just run away from it. Actually, my damage kinda real. Maybe it's killable. Oof. Hit by both of those. But also I have 90% dodge, so I didn't get hit by either of them. That's at minus 41, I believe. Uh-huh. Okay. I feel like it's lucky. I feel like it's lucky that I didn't kill it. Honestly, I let it live. Like, I have a 90% dodge. I meant to dodge most of the time. I should have killed that. 168 damage from eyes. Yeah, I sure have like one thing that does something. Pretty neat. How am I gonna get my value from dodge if I don't get hit? Exactly. Luck is no excuse. If you can get consistently lucky, it's called skill. Damn straight. I'm liking new enemies and patterns. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot less overwhelming than it was for the first like couple of days. Some of them are not very easy to read. when you meet them for the first time. Which I guess is not necessarily, like, a bad thing. I guess some of the challenge of the game is, like, learning how to read the enemies right. But there were definitely, like, a couple of things that I had severe growing pains with. Okay. 5% lifesteal? Alright. I am now a lifesteal character, apparently. It's another elite wave. Work out what the strongest I can be this wave is. Nice. Is this song quoting BoJack Horseman? I've never watched a BoJack Horseman before. But I recently watched like the first episode and a half. I need a hoodie. I hate a hoodie. I think I win without it though. Based on not dying on that wave. Like it doesn't really get much harder than that wave. Okay, my review of Ghost Scepter Ghost on the Abyss is it sure would have been nice to have an axe at several times, but I managed not to die. Unless I die next wave, or the wave after, or this wave. I suppose. I don't think I can die anymore. BoJack is a trip and so good, especially if you spent any time in LA. I sure have. I think my introduction to BoJack was when I was at a restaurant that is mentioned in the show in LA. And the person I was there with was like, this is BoJack Horseman. And I was like, oh. That's the entire story. Sure. BoJack was awesome when you were 18. Why are there so many enemies on this wave? It's kind of messed up. I feel like I haven't had like a single target guns build on Wave 19 before, maybe. Like I know that Wave 19 has more enemies on it from playing the other characters, but I haven't really felt it in this way before. This feels like a horde wave. That's at a minus 51 when I took damage. unique number if true. All right. No. I think it's actually correct to sell 2 ghost scepters for them. For 8, rather. It's pretty gross. Alright. It was Elefante. Or Elephant, maybe. Kind of wild that I could sell 2 of my 6 weapons to buy 1 item and my damage output increased. What an item. Okay. I think I won. GG. Might not have sold items. No. You cannot sell items. I've unlocked Ritual. 6% damage, 2% lifesteal, -2 engineering. Yeah, that's a good one to unlock. And we already did the engineering characters for the most part, I think. Alright. Ghost. Went for Ghost Scepters. To see how it was, had to buy a torch to survive Horde, but did in fact survive. Okay. Entrepreneur? I think I have time for one more. If we're quick about it. Entrepreneur is a weird one. Harvesting modifications are increased by 50%. I wonder if Sickle just kind of wins, because it scales off harvesting. I'm also down for a loot. Now let's try Sickle. You one-shot the last boss with Sickle. It is kind of strong. Rolling for harvesting. That's actually completely fine. I mean, whatever. Sure. Best snap! Why did I write a book? My process of writing a book was that I like journal stuff to process sometimes. And there was one time that I started journaling about something, and then I finished writing 3 days later, and I was like, holy shit. And I looked up how long a book was, and I was like, huh, I'm not that far off from writing a book. And then I shared it with my friend and was like, hey, do you think there's like something here? And she was like, oh, I could like add at least that much again. And then we had a book, basically. I'm fast forwarding 2 years of work, but yeah. Sickle not only scales with harvesting, it also gives you harvesting. Wild stuff. Generally with Entrepreneur in the past, I've just kind of won with random shit because your damage modifications are worse. Anytime your damage modifications are worth winning with like engineering stuff, which doesn't actually scale off damage modifications, makes more sense. But I feel like sickles, we just like get 1,000 harvesting and they kill everything in one shot. I am not sure why sickles exist, but they do. I should probably have taken the luck. Alright, we're full built. You're surprised there isn't anything that alters critical hit damage, as far as you know? Like increases how much damage a crit deals? I mean, we can buy a baby, I don't know. I think probably I just get incredibly tanky and level up my sickles, and I think then I win. I feel like this character is just kind of like solved by sickle, like it isn't a character anymore. Is the mic popping? What the fuck is happening with my stream today? I don't think the mic's popping. Is the mic popping? Sometimes if my phone is on the cord, it does interference. I just moved my phone, maybe that'll help. Although it wasn't on the cord, so I don't know. My mic is popping off. Damn straight. Alright, at this point, we're buying good defensive items, harvesting, and sickles. I don't care about turrets. That is a good defensive item. I lose all of my materials at the start of waves, so there's no reason to buy a piggy bank. A mushroom. Sure. Nuclear launcher's an interesting one. I actually think I want it. Don't stop rolling in the end. You can still find items to lock. We lose all rest money anyway. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I won already. Thank you for the explanation of what the character does now. Can we just go next? No, because I have to lose now. I'm setting myself up for some viral hubristic content. want this. I mean, they do scale with melee damage. I don't think I care. Uh-huh. God, I'm so rich. Did Piggy Bank always stop working on wave 20? As long as I can remember, yeah. It is not an EU change. Just doing some on tip renewing here. Rhymes with canoeing. Oh. Sure. Should have played Entrepreneur before Ghost, because the Ghost item isn't that good for me. Do I want to crit? Kind of. I think I do want to crit. Crit build. Because that way we can get hunting trophies as well. You have the memory of a moldy pea. I didn't know that they were known for their memory. Or I suppose lack thereof. It does kind of feel like the mold would be better at remembering things than a pea. I have a lot of respect for mold in terms of its, like, ability to persist. A moldy pea typically has 12 megabytes of RAM. Sounds about right. What's the other thing Sickle scales with? It scales with melee damage and harvesting. Probably do you want that? I already have one medical turret. Could have rolled again there. Harvesting scales on its own, so like I think I probably don't have to spend another material on offensive stats in this run. Like, yeah. Mold is neat, tangentially related trivia fact. Mold. Fermentation. The alcohol kumis, also known as irag, made from fermented milk. and is one of the only alcohols which isn't made from either a fruit or grain. Is kava made from fruit or grain? I have found a reason I benefit from having 20% crit chance. We do take blood donation. I've cursed one of my sickles. I'm trying to be somewhat picky about which things I buy here. Kava isn't fermented. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, wait. Kava with a K. I wonder what the hard potatoes are. When do I play those ones? This is an elite wave. Maybe this is the hard potato. Yeah, I don't know how to kill this one with low range melee weapons, really. Oh my god, look at the damage I deal, though. Oh, good lord. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, game. Where is elite? Who is your elite and what does he do? Sure. I'll take it. It is unique. Now I will not be offered it anymore. So like, I guess I take this. I now care about engineering a little bit. Still trying to find a hunting trophy. Two vigilante rings, giving plus 2% per wave total. It's 3%, right? only minus 50% damage modifications. Did I see the new viral Arnold clip from the Predator behind the scenes thing? I did not. What's Arnie up to these days? Are there weapons which scale with HP, regen, or dodge? I don't believe so. The gold circle effect is lantern. I also hadn't found crown yet, apparently. This is a very silly run. I guess? I don't know. Nothing scales with crit. Lucky coin scales with crit. I guess you mean like a weapon's flat damage doesn't scale with crit. Your silliest entrepreneur run was getting wave 4 crown. Ah, that sounds pretty strong. It's awkward how findable these are. They are support tag weapons, so even if you're a random starting on this character, like you can buy a pruner and then find a sickle and then just win. I'm pretty sure that's what sickle does, like, I believe you just win, I don't know. Kind of how it feels. Sure. I think I'm mostly just pro having more curse. Also a hunting trophy, please. Ever. One hunting trophy in my entire life. Do I have 5 full tentacles now? I gotta be close. I do, actually, yeah. But it turns out I haven't unlocked hunting trophy. Hunting trophy was, in fact, the first item that I unlocked. Did that say 1500 damage? Probably, yeah. Yeah, these are not balanced. Why does it sometimes do 5 times as much damage? It's because I have a cursed tier 4 one, which hits harder than the other ones. And sometimes it crits. guess I have a whole lot of engineering, so Pocket Factory is probably alright. Can I get so many blood donations that I just die? I'm a believer in myself. Yeah, this is only wave 15. We've got a bit more scaling to do still. Could have guessed that a weapon that scaled its damage with the self-scaling econ stat would be strong. Yeah. Yeah. The strat only works until wave 20. So that's a good point. Ricochet. I have like a turret that has bounces. I guess I already rolled. I can stop, stop thinking about buying it. I don't understand why I didn't get any hunting trophies. It was very, very rude. Yay! Just have to complain the right amount. For the right amount of time. Oof! Okay. Alright, yeah. One more? I rolled a purple item too. Unlucky. My items are so cheap. I'm Grant, thanks for the 16 months. Appreciate it. It's pronounced ricochet. Okay. Thank you for the tip. Horseshoe crabs have blue blood which is non-fatally harvested and used to test medications for contaminants. Huh. I don't know. Why doesn't everyone else just get born with $1 million? Well, what's my crit chance on these? 76? I guess I will take that one. I'm trying to get 6 cursed sickles now. This is my new goal. Which I guess means we buy everything that says curse on it. except for brick. Uh-huh. Okay. On my last hunting trophy. I think I have a hook. I have two actually, so if I lock this, there's a decent chance it upgrades. Chris Ferry goes hard. Alright. Alright. Elite. Good fight. A worthy enemy. If a structure kills with a crit, do you get hunting trophy procs? Yes. Yes, I believe so. Round soxing to 21 months. Appreciate it. That elite just got game balanced. No. No. Sure. I have 247 range. I don't know. I leveled up that many times because I have 1800 harvesting. I mean, what do you think? It makes me weaker to do it. Like a lot weaker. I think I'm good with not. Nah, I'm good. Okay. Just have to upgrade. Probably buy 2 of these. I don't buy wisdom. What is like what is happening at the moment? Where am I? Why doesn't like my money run out? Like I feel like I have more money than I started with. Okay, 4 blood donations. Getting there. I successfully have 6 cursed sickles. Like, you're slowly going insane. Hey, me too. I'm hitting for 3,500 per swing. Oh, I think that one said 5,000 actually. Okay. Didn't read it, but it could be good. What? Wow. Okay. There isn't even anything to buy anymore. Like, nothing does anything anymore. I guess we can see how high I can get curse. What percent for curse item does this much curse give? Enemies are 41%. Items and weapons are 12%. Ooh, I think that was a 7k crit. I'm becoming more and more powerful. Leaf is not a unique item. You can have more than one. Numbers. I'm sorry, did I just level up 7 times? That just happened. I think that baby with a beard might have been cursed. Not sure. I should have taken another blood donation for the memes. No. Fuck, I didn't buy a potato. Maybe reset run. Alright, here we go. 300 curse, 3,000 harvesting. Sickles are hitting for... One of them hits for 3.7. Okay. Entrepreneur seems okay with sickle. Alright, I gotta go. It is... Oh, I don't remember how to spell it. Is it that way? I always get it wrong. It is bar trivia time. I will probably not be drinking. I will see you on the other side, though. I will be here tomorrow. What do I write? Sickles, comma, 3.6k harvesting, 300 curse at end. Kind of a... Yep. Yeah, that was a run. Alright. I feel like those were 5 pretty easy runs today. The ghost run was a little iffy. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you're doing well. We are... I'll just show you how we're doing on the save file. Feels like we're like coming up on halfway there.